Well, hello there, Aries. How are you? It is so good to see you. I'm Aries Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Thank you for sharing your time and energy with me. And so today we are going to do your February reading. So let's jump into it. Let's see what is on the horizon for you. All right, you have Beaver Spirit. Lay a solid foundation. And valiant courage, take action with passion. Okay, there's a strong message coming out here that you are wanting to do something new. Okay, so this could be a new relationship, whether romantic or friend. It could be a new business. There is something there, something that you want to build. Okay, but here's the thing. Sometimes we want to build something, but we get so excited, right? And it says, take action with passion. We're so passionate. This is a great idea. I want to go with this, right? But sometimes we rush into things and we don't build the strong foundation necessary to completely build the structure that will withstand the test of time in the relationship or in the business or the project, whatever you're trying to do here. It's so funny because I put up the Pisces Virgo nodal transit a couple of weeks ago, and I'll have that linked at the end of this. That message came out really strong because this is a little bit of Pisces energy, wanting to take action with passion. Okay, Pisces is all passion, dreamy energy. Oh, this is what I want to create, and then going after it, right? But this is a little bit of that Virgo energy. And so the Virgo energy is a little bit about having structure to our day. Structure, it's kind of like if you were going to teach a course or something, you wouldn't just kind of like either walk into the room or turn on the camera, however you were going to teach it, and just start talking. You would want a framework, right? You would want an outline. You might want to have some handouts. You might want to have some visual effects of some sort. You would plan it out, and that's what this message is. It's kind of like, I feel like in February, and it is a romantic month, but it's a little bit of of understanding that yes, even though something may be coming across your path, it does seem like that is a good idea or a good relationship, you're getting that vibe, you want to go with it, but it is about allowing yourself to slow it down enough that you can build a strong foundation so it will last the test of time. Yeah, you're poised. Wow, this is really incredible. Yeah, you have the not for you here, and you have the orphan energy. Okay, so it's a little bit of understanding that I feel like something new is coming across your path, and it's been a while since maybe you've gotten really excited about something. So once again, this can be a first date you're going on, or a new person that you meet, or it could be a job offer that, you've been wanting to change jobs for a long time, and finally here comes a job offer, something. But we have the building blocks again. So we have two cards indicating that it is really important, if you want this new thing coming onto your path to grow and to be sustainable, that you have to allow yourself to slow it down enough that you can build the strong foundation. Yeah, because I feel like that to me, this is also intuitive. You see the energy of the energy coming into our crown chakra. This is the energy of having something come across your path, and intuitively you're like, this is it. This is what I've been waiting for, right? But once again, jumping into it. Yeah, I feel like a community. It could be somebody in your community. It could be even wanting to move to a new community. You might have an opportunity to do that. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, this is on your spiritual. It is about taking steps on this, but taking those steps based on what is best for your higher good. Not allowing yourself to just take steps moving forward because, well, it seems like a good opportunity. I better jump into it, right? Yeah, there's also this energy of okay, you know the saying that something is too good to be true, or something like that. But I feel like there's a little bit of energy that, especially, yeah, I feel like this. I feel like this could be relationship driven. Because we have the wedding card here at the end. Not that you're getting married in February, but I think that this is kind of what you are wanting, okay? Celebration, happiness, joy, financial stability, right? Happy family, happy home. There's something here that you're trying to acquire in your life that maybe you don't have at this time. But there is the situation of understanding. There is heartbreak from the past, right? It's understanding why that heartbreak occurred. And it could be, it's a general reading, but it could be that maybe in the past you jumped into a relationship or you jumped into situations really quickly without building a strong foundation, right? Of perhaps not thinking long term. And the message that I was getting is that sometimes you may have in the past thought, well, if I don't take advantage of this, the opportunity is going to pass me by and I'm going to miss out, right? Or if I don't take advantage of this situation or this chance of this relationship, that somebody else is going to come along and snag it away from me, okay? So I feel like that is part of it, is that, in the past, you may have gone gung-ho into situations or relationships, but it was out of fear. This is an energy of taking action based on fear, not based on what is best for your higher good long term. And therefore, those situations may not have panned out the way that you wanted them to. Yeah, I feel like you have the joyous, fun, 3 of Pentacles, wanting things to work out, okay? But seeing the opportunity as we have to allow ourselves to build it. 3 of Pentacles is an energy of coming together and building something together. It could be that in the past you may have rushed things. Yeah. We have the Queen of Wands. I love that. That's your energy, right? The 4 of Pentacles and then the Lovers. I do feel like this is kind of like maybe a little bit in relationships. It doesn't have to be romantic, but understanding. You could have even used a little bit of, the Queen of Wands is a little bit of the sex appeal, right? You could have used a little bit of your sex appeal in order to attract and kind of, kind of bring that person in, right? Flirty. Let's say the Queen of Wands is extremely flirty. She's very confident, usually very beautiful, right? And gender doesn't matter here. It's just the energy of, being very much kind of like, flirty, just flirty, right? But the Queen of Wands, the kind of the downside of the Queen of Wands, as much as I love the Queen of Wands energy, is that it's shallow. It's kind of like trying to catch a situation or catch a relationship, but not thinking about it long term. Okay, the Queen of Wands can be kind of like wanting to win the prize then and there, but then not being able to play it out the long term because she's coming in with the wrong kind of energy. Yeah, so this is kind of interesting because it's kind of like, I feel like you have an opportunity coming up. And I'm going to say, I'm doing your February reading and it could be coming up in February, but it's about recognizing that if you want something to go long term, right, then there's a different approach, right? It's a different approach to this. It's more loving, it's more open. is a more vulnerable. It's more tender. Look at how tender that is, right? The Queen of Wands is really more concerned about herself than she is about the counterpart. She's more concerned about how is she coming across in the situation and how she can be the winner of the situation. Because I feel like that's what you're understanding. Either you have been dealing with a Queen of Wands, okay, energy in your life, or you can maybe see how you have the Queen of Wands moves very quickly, right? That's, oh, I see something I want, that's it. She doesn't think it out. And I feel like if you're resonating with this at all, it's about recognizing, wait a minute, if I want something long term, I'm going to come in with a little bit of a different approach, maybe a little bit slower. It's not about throwing out all of the Queen of Wands energy, because there's a lot of good in this Queen of Wands energy, right? She speaks up, she goes after what she wants. But she's also going to bring more of an energy of how can we work together. There is the Three of Pentacles. How can we work together to build something that will be long lasting, right? Because you have the Four of Wands here. How can we build something that is long lasting, something that we will celebrate for a long time? I can totally relate a little bit to this energy, especially when I think about in the past, kind of like ideas I've had for businesses or something like that. I went through this. My dad was very much like that, you know. Oh, let's invent this, you know. We would say, he was an inventor. So we would sit around and think of ideas, and then I'd get all excited about an idea, but it was fizzle out, okay? It never lasted. Because there was something fun about, right, thinking up the idea and how we would market it or whatever, and then we never did. And that's a little bit about this, understanding that maybe in the past you've had relationships that started really fast and then died, right? Or you've had ideas for business or something like that you got really excited about, but there was no traction. It couldn't last, because it didn't have the foundation, okay? You know, in a relationship, the foundation is you really get to know each other, right? You don't like go on a first date and then like, let's move in and, right? You go on a couple of different dates, you have some conversations, you start opening up your heart, you start sharing more of yourself, you know, that whole thing. Well, it's the same thing with a business. You have a business plan, you think about how you want to help other people with your business idea, where this is going. It's all about what is best for my highest good for the long term. Yeah, very, very kind of, if you're resonating, I feel like you're really resonating, because this is kind of a straightforward message. All right, well, let's pull a soul truth card for you. And Aries, I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. All right, let's see what we have here. There we go. Am I apologizing for my truth? Oh, this is kind of interesting. Okay, what part of you is apologizing for your truth and why? Today, be proud of your truth. Catch yourself when you want to apologize or withhold parts of it. You never know whose life you will change when you are brave enough to speak it. Be the lighthouse that shines on the courage that lives in all of us. This will give others permission to speak their own truth. There is room for all of us. Okay, I am going to say part of the Queen of Wands is that she's not necessarily the most truthful person in the room, because she's spinning, okay, her story in order to entice people in. Okay, she's confident in who she is. She's confident in her abilities, right? But she does put a spin on it, and she doesn't necessarily tell the truth of who she is or her skills or talents. I'm not saying it's totally manipulative, but it has that tad of a taste to it, right? It's kind of like you probably can think of somebody that you maybe have dealt with, where they're spinning that maybe you could have done this like in an interview, a job interview, right? Or you could have interviewed somebody for a job that kind of like spun their experience or their education or how great they were, and then you hire them and you're like, you're not what right? This is you kind of recognizing, do you have any part of that when you're meeting somebody new, whether it's in business or in a relationship of any kind, right? Are you allowing yourself to speak your truth, or are you apologizing for your truth, or just not sharing your truth, right? Kind of like the Queen of Wands kind of like is flamboyant enough that people aren't asking those deep questions. She comes across confident enough, and she's magnetic enough that people want to be around her. This is you understanding, okay, but then people are going to find out who I really am. Or people are going to know what I really can do in the business world. This is you understanding, okay, I'm going to build this new relationship. I'm going to build this new business with integrity. That word has just been coming up across the board, with a sense of integrity and a sense of how can we work together. I'm sharing what I can bring to the table. What can you bring to the table? How can we use those talents, skills, abilities together to create something gorgeous here, right? Once again, relationship, business, whatever it is, because the Lovers can be a business partner. Yeah, this is just a beautiful energy of allowing yourself to whatever opportunities are coming up for you, especially in February, to come to it with the fullest of integrity, of allowing yourself. It's so funny because I love this card, but they're showing me this as a plate, like spinning a plate, right? Spinning the truth instead of stepping into this energy of, I want this to be a good relationship, a good situation for both of us, or a group, right? Because you have the community card. Yeah, really beautiful energy here. I am going to pull one of these cosmic energy cards for you. Let's see what we have here. Hope. Hope is a beam of light in the darkness. That's so funny because in my Aquarius season 30-day challenge, and please check that out if you haven't already, this came up, these two cards came up in that. And how similar they are about being a beacon of hope. But it's not just being a beacon of hope. It's having the stamina. It's having I don't know, what do you call that? The being able to follow it up. Yeah, that's what it is. It's kind of like not just spinning the story. It's about being able to follow through with it. Wow, powerful. And it doesn't have to be you. It could be allowing yourself to discern whether somebody that you're working with or dealing with here has that ability. Are they just a flash in the pan, right? Or can they back up? Can they back up what they're saying they can do? Wow, powerful. All right, Aries, I'm going to leave it there. I wish you so much love and light. Thank you so much for being here and supporting me on the channel, and with your likes, your comments, your subscriptions. I really do appreciate it. And I love you so much. See you soon. Bye for now.